Okay fam, you're gonna have to be nice to me on this one. So you know how I did that vlog about bike fits are overrated and they're a waste of time and there's no what's to be found in that, blah blah blah. Yeah, we're gonna do a bike fit today. Cool. So here's the thing, right? Well, look, I don't need to justify myself to you, but I'm going to anyway, all right? My set of riding over the next couple of months, I'm essentially getting back into training, okay? In the next 2 or 3 months, I'm going to ramp it up. Intensity's going to go up. And like I mentioned in that bike fit sort of whinge that I had, one of the positives I thought of a bike fit was mental. It's about like that kind of thing of, okay, here we go. I'm in the right position. I'm going to push. And that's essentially, from me, what I'm going to try and achieve today. And I'm sure that's probably something you're familiar with, you've heard of, and you can probably kind of attest to, is like it's a mental restart, right? Okay, more than that is I had an opportunity to do a bike fit. And you guys put a lot of interesting comments and some questions in that rant video that I had. And I thought, you know what? If I'm going to have a bike fit, let's hit said bike fitter with those questions. And that is what I thought we would do today. So I have come to the belly of the beast, ladies and gentlemen. An inner west person rarely goes to this part of the world. We're in Mossman. You can probably smell it. You can probably sniff the lavender perfume and the jasmine. I'm going to go over there. I cheated on you.
You did what?
I cheated on you.
Who with?
With a hairdresser.
What?
I actually went and got one.
Mate, I thought we were standing united in,
But what was actually the most concerning part?
yeah.
It's made absolutely no difference. Some frosted tips there.
I know.
It's very nice. It's very...
This has actually been taken.
Ibiza.
This is taken. I've never been to Ibiza, which is really not very good for my British heritage. But yeah, this has taken a long time. I went full ginger blonde at the start of lockdown, and it's good. Now it's here.
That's how my frosted tips started. I went full blonde and then got to the frosty element and then went, oh, I like this look. As you guys know, the same bike as the black bike. It's the same geometry as the black bike. Tom set me up on that one.
So these are a 40 wide bar,
40
which
wide
is
bar.
actually wider than what you had.
Correct.
The
There was a running joke, a very niche running joke that probably about 6 people knew about, that basically Tom's fits were all the same. What was it? Push your
seat
forward,
forward, bars down.
bars down.
Often, we would try to make sure the cleat was more centered under the ball of your foot. So what would happen was, with the foot, we would move effectively the foot forward or the cleat back, and then to retain the same knee over foot relationship, the saddle would come forward. So actually trying to get a more stable platform through the knee and the foot. But what we see is a lot of people shift their seat forward thinking, I want to be in a more aggressive position. They don't have the concept of their seat height, whether it's too low, too high. They don't know where their cleats are set up, whether it's too far forward under the toes or more set back. So people think, I want to be more racy. I want to move my seat forward because that's what you do. But then often, that can lead to a lot of new knee pain. Because most people who are getting a bike fit tend to have an issue, whether it's knees or they just want to check whatever. We would start by getting them on the hoods, sitting in the center of the saddle and riding like 70% of their riding. And then we would get them to ride at closer to a 7 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 to see how the body changes. And one of the advantages of retool, like measuring, is because it's live in 3D, we see how the body changes under load, and then we may make a change based on that outcome.
Take 2.
We were just discussing about Chris wanting to, when he's doing a crit and he's at his highest, he feels like he wants to move forward to get more out of his position, but he's trying to consciously stay further back on the saddle because he feels like he's getting more glute activation. To make that specific for Chris, last time he came, we discussed that we might try his seat a bit higher because his seat was a little on the low side. Being on the lower side of the range, his quads were doing too much work. So what Chris was doing was, by coming forward on the saddle, he was using his quads even more. And that's why he was trying to push back on the saddle. So what we are going to try is we're going to try a slightly higher saddle height, which means that as Chris is hopefully, you know, when he's going 10 out of 10, he wants to get the most out of himself. He is actually in a position to get the most out of himself.
Short-nosed saddle or normal long-nosed saddle?
Short nose.
Would you raise most people's saddle or drop?
Most people's saddle would get raised.
That's interesting. Okay,
More people position their saddle where they feel comfortable or what they are more used to. And they're more used to lower seat height, cruising bikes, mountain bikes, where they've ran with that saddle. So yeah, more people turn up with lower seat heights than higher seat heights. It's just because you like when you sort of compress the hip, it just doesn't feel as nice, right?
So is the petty fit dead?
It's alive.
Let's go see Tom. Petty fit. But he's just moved me up and back. So the bombshell is the petty fit is dead. You heard it here first. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Obviously, if you've got any more questions, bike fitting questions, pop them down below and I'll fire them over to Tom. And yeah, we'll kind of see how we go coming up. And I will see you super soon.